The Foreign Minister Penny Wong says Australia is outraged by the Israeli government's decision not to pursue criminal proceedings around the killing of Zomi Frankom and her aide colleagues. And the minister also says it's insulting that this decision was announced on World Humanitarian Day. What's your response?
The government was given a few minutes' notice, and I'll say clearly, it's difficult not to see that this is a gratuitous insult to Zomi Frankom's family, to her memory, to her colleagues, indeed to Australia, that this announcement was made on World Humanitarian Day. It beggars belief. Democracies are held to a higher standard, and as a fellow democracy, we expect a higher standard of accountability. So we will not give up pursuing justice, and my thoughts are with Zomi Frankom's family, her loved ones, but all humanitarian workers marking World Humanitarian Day for the work that they do. That kind of service represents the very best of Australia and should be honoured.
Is this something of a low point in the relationship between Australia and Israel, this incident and this response from Israel?
First point I just want to make, and it's a linguistic point, but it might be of interest to your listeners. I try very hard to talk when we have a difference about the Israeli government. At times, and it does, I think, at times feed into anti-Semitism, I try not to conflate the state of Israel as the world's only Jewish state with profound, at times, disagreements with the actions of the current Israeli government. So I just want to make that point. Not having a go at you, but it's something that I've reflected on and try hard on. None of us always get it right. But our difference on this matter is with the Israeli government, and I think we'll just go around in circles. I'm not going to get ahead of the minister, but I appreciate the genuine public interest and I think very strong emotions which I share on this right now.
Last time we had the Israeli ambassador Hillel Newman in the studio here talking about this particular issue. One of the points of pushback that he was saying regarding the conduct of Australian troops in Afghanistan, we haven't had a clear resolution around some of those issues. Is that a fair comparison or complaint when civilians have been involved?
I'll choose my words carefully. As I said, I think democracies are held to a higher standard, and as a former chair of the Defence Committee, before I was appointed to the ministry a couple of years ago, I think it's entirely appropriate that allegations of war crimes that affected, allegedly, a very small minority of those who served with distinction in Afghanistan. We can't smear the memories of those who died or those who served, who are back with us, with the alleged actions of a few. But Australia is continuing to pursue those allegations in a proper way. We haven't just dropped it because it's all too hard. These are fiendishly difficult things to establish evidence on, particularly in a country with which we have no diplomatic relations right now. But I'm not going to succumb to the bait to conflate the two.